Well, hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber, also known as the retired USAF gamer. How you all doing today? I'm going to get this phone, trying to get this phone shut down, and it won't cooperate. But anyway, another month is chalked up. It is June 28th, last Sunday in June of 2026. And it's time for the monthly Q&A plus the end of the month reports. So if you're, watching this later or watching it now, and you had something you want to ask me, just put it in the remarks section. I'll get back with you. No problem with that at all. Okay. And I'll be doing, I'll be reviewing the June activities, talking a little bit about July. I'll talk about my pro teams, and I talk about my personal gaming and my health and so forth, as I normally do. Since it is a question and answer period, I'll get you started with one if you care to answer or care to. What games do you have playing right now, going today? Let me know what you got going. I'll be talking about mine in a little bit here. This could probably be nobody's on. Could be a pretty short report here today. As of right now, this channel has 1,320 subscribers. We are up 6 in the last 28 days. And I want to thank you all for the newcomers and all of the other supporters who have been around for a while. Now let's see if we can hang on to it. This is the third time we've got up to 120. And then we've gone backwards and up and then backwards up. We'll see. Let's hope it just keeps going in that direction. Okay, over on the Music Spins and Sounds with Bill channel, we have 51, and that's up 1 in the last 28 days. And then on the retired USAF gamer channel, we have 10, and that's up 5 in the last 28 days. So that made a little bit of a jump there. Now it's nice, if that's where I put all my PC, Steam, and Xbox games over there. If you're interested in that, please go on over there and hit that subscribe button. Let me know you were there. And the same with Music Spins and Sounds with music. I didn't do one this week because I was away, but I normally do a weekly Saturday show where I talk about all of the albums and CDs that I listen to during the week. And so go over there, check it out. Music Spins and Sounds with Bill. And there we're going. If you take a minute and go down there and hit all those up, I'd appreciate it a whole bunch. All right, let's see what we got. What else going here? Counting this broadcast, there have been 12 videos published on this channel, 3 on the music channel, and 5 on the retired USAF gamer channel in the month of June. Down a little bit, but that's okay. I'm slowing myself down also, but I was also been busy with other activities. My live broadcast was this show, and then with talking about 29, which we had nice group of people on that day talking about things and that. And then the PC games, I did one on American Truck Simulator, one on Euro Truck Simulator. I did one on Legendary Mass Effect. It was episode number 4 on that one. And I did one on the Xbox Fans Fest of 2026. So that's what I did on the PCs. Music, I got 3 Saturday shows out this week in the month of June. Like I said, I was gone this whole week, so I didn't get to listen to much music at all, at least at home for my collections anyway. Sports board game, I got 3 videos out on History Maker Golf. That's the finale. I think, I forget what tire, Travelers, or what, I forget which, let me see, that's driving me crazy. What's the name of that tournament that just finished? All right, hold on a second. I'll find it here quickly. There it is. The Farmers Tournament. Yeah, okay. So I got the 2, 3, and 4. It takes a long time to record on History Maker Golf. So I want to be doing more tournaments on History Maker Golf, but I'm going to try to figure out ways to cut down on the recording time. Maybe like seeing a few holes and then out a few holes, bring it back in a few holes, something to that effect, or maybe you'll be in and out. I don't know. I just want to get it cut down because Those were 4 long videos, and I only did the tournament. So that was pretty crazy. Okay, and then Dynasty League Baseball, I did 1. I did game number 11 in, I thought it was 12, but I guess it's 11. That's the 1967 Boston Red Sox replay. And then I finished up a heavyweights tournament in VSU boxing. That's Chris White's boxing. I finished up a tournament that had been going on for quite a long time. Now, that was a lot of fun. Joe Louis won the tournament. Will he win it next time? I don't know, but there'll be another tournament there. War board games. I didn't do anything with war board games video-wise. Board games, I did do a Final Girl playthrough with Camp Happy Trails with Lori and got beat up. But there'll be more Final Girl coming. There's a couple people on the channel that enjoy it. I like it. It's a really hard game, though, and I got more content than I'll probably ever get to use or ever use. And so then I did another unboxing of Dawn of Madness where the second box came in, and then I got the stuff corrected and everything. And so I think I got a handle on everything on Dawn of Madness now. Now I just got to get to sorting through the upgrade stuff in that. But I did find a really good place for that. Okay. And then Legendary Marvel, the second edition, came in from Upper Deck. And I did an unboxing of that one. I didn't do a first look, but I did do an unboxing because I have the original still in shrink, and I have all of the expansions, and there are a ton of expansions for that particular game. And when this one was coming up, I wanted to get it because it's supposed to be making the rules a little bit easier and taking all of the stuff from all of the little rule books from the little boxes and making them easier. Hey, Ron McGrath, how you doing out there? Good to see you. How's everything going? Got any games going on the table right now? Let's see. Okay. Also, at this point in time, I just want to remind everybody, if there's something you want me to do on the channel or take a look at, please put it in the remarks. Don't be hesitant. I will take a look at it. If I can do it, I'll do it. Even if it costs me a little bit of money, I'll do it. But, if you don't let me know, I can't check those things out. I have a hard time trying to figure out what everybody on the channel wants in the first place because everybody wants different things. That was my fault for generating this thing where I've got all these different type of games on this channel. That's why I moved the PC stuff off and I moved the music off. Just bought Fall Classic Baseball. Good game, really good game. I've got that one going with the 1956 Yankee replay. I'm trying to see if Mandel's going to replicate what he did in real life by winning Triple Crown. And I got some videos up on the channel on that. I use Fall Classic Baseball, the cards and the dice, but I supplement it by using PC Replay Baseball on the computer to enter all the action, and it compiles the stats for me. It saves me a lot of time. Penny Cruz, hey, how you doing? Glad you could join us for a while today. Thank you. Do you have anything you got going on that you're playing right now? Yeah, so like you got the 50 Whiz Kids. All right. 1950. I was alive then, but I was only 4 years old, so I don't know if I can relate to who were the Whiz Kids in 1950. Four Score Baseball. Gosh, I don't know if I got to look that one up. I don't know if I've heard of that one before either. You guys know I got to make my notes or I forget. And I make notes, then I go buy things. I'll talk about that later. Four Score Baseball. Who's that made by? Well, who's the publisher, Penny Cruz, on Four Score Baseball? Oh, the 1899 Spiders. Okay. Oh, 9-26. Got a ways to go. We got to get them guys turned around. Powder Blue Sports. Okay, that's the same one with Red Ice Hockey, I think. Oh, my personal, yes, it is. Okay, Penny, thank you. Yeah, that I have his Red Ice Hockey. I like that. It's a nice, quick playing game in it. I don't have any of his other games that he's come up with yet, but time will tell. I'll probably be adding something more there. But I am going to check out Four Score Baseball. My personal gaming activity, Superstar Baseball. We got season 27 in mode. We're up to about game 7 of each team. There's 16 teams going this year. About 10 minutes a game. That's really nice and quick. Yeah, hockey's not too much longer than that. I got replay going in that one too, but I can't remember offhand which it is. One of the Buffalo Sabres replays going in that one. And then what do I have on the table working right now? War games. I have a new campaign about to start with Silent Victory. Submarine war game. I'm going to be making videos on that one as the campaign's going along. I don't know how long each video is long, but I try to make my videos 30 to 40 minutes. But then sometimes the game gets carried away and a little longer, like it did with the History Maker Golf ones, which went like 100 or an hour and 15 minutes or so forth. Final Girls is back on the table again. Going to try again, but this time we're going back to Camp Happy Trails, but we're going to use a new, I guess, counselor, as I would call him, named Rico. Lori did an okay job, but she got killed at the end of the last one. Then I did VSU golf. I was up in Vegas this weekend for the APBA tournament, which I'll talk about in a minute. And I picked up Chris White's new golf game, VSU Golf. It's pretty cool game. Nice and easy to learn. I'll show you. This is the rules. That's it. Okay, and then you get a certain amount of courses with it. Then you can add more, and then you get a course like this that tells you it's got all kinds of different things happening on each hole as far as that. Really nice. And then his cards are pretty cool. Try to get it up there. Oops, what am I doing here, Bill? Turn them around. Nice job. And then they have attributes on each of these cards. So when you're playing, you got to look at the cards and so far they're driving, they're approaching, they're putting in. Good, I got that, but haven't played it yet. Silent Victory. Yeah, I've played it before. The last campaign that I did, I never had this happen before. I was on my very first patrol, and I was about 5 sections in, and I hit a mine, and the ship sunk, and we all died. So I said, I'm going to start another campaign. I got to be able to do better than that, So now I have Army of the Potomac over on one table where I'm just still learning rules. That's been taking me time on that one. And let's see. I did pick up another game. I picked in the excuse me, I'm getting a drink here. Worthington had a big flash sale in June, and I ordered Archie's War and Soviet Dawn. Archie's War came in, and then I waited about 5 or 6 days. So I sent a feeler out to them about Soviet Dawn, and they come back to me and apologize. They said Soviet Dawn ones are being canceled because the game suffered water damage. So that's too bad. But Archie's War did come in. I also picked up a game one of the guys recommended on the channel called a football game called 5D20 Football. And I'm not going to say good or bad about that right now, but I am having a heck of a time with the rules. There's only like 6 or 7 pages of rules, but it's like I have to make my own help things. How do you know it's a run? How do you know who's running? Then the biggest one is I can't find out. I can find out who's got the run, who makes the run, who's defending the run, but it doesn't say it. I can't find anything about how long was the run. Was it 5 yards? Minus 3 yards? I'm having a heck of a time with it, but I'm not going to jot it down that because it looks pretty cool. But 3 times I've had it on the table for about an hour each time. And this time I just put it away. I said, I got to give it some time there. So that was it. That's 5D20 football. So that's for my new games that I picked up also. And so in July, what am I looking at? If you got anything you're interested in me in doing in July, let me know. July the 12th, mark your calendars. You see it going down there across the bottom. That'll be talking number 30. We had a nice group join us this in June. We had a nice chat and everything. So that'll be the day before I leave on another trip, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And then you bring your subjects to that 30th. Then in the end of the month one will be on the 26th of July at 3 p.m., both on this channel. Unboxings and first looks are going to continue. I'm going to probably take a first look at that legendary Marvel second edition. I'll probably look at Archie's Bunker in Archie's War. I mean, was it Archie's War or Archie's Bunker? Archie's War. And let's see. Of course, more Silent July is going to have Silent Victory. I don't know how much I'll get going with it because I'm going to miss a whole week again. Army of the Potomac, hopefully, if I can get the learning done on that. Final Girl is going to be up again. Superstar Baseball is going on. And I'm still trying to keep up with giving a monthly update on how that's going with our 4 owners and 16 teams. And let's see. Then the trip I'm going to be taking on the 13th of July is I'm going to Tempe, Arizona for ComSyn Expo 2026. I used to go to that every year, and then along came COVID, and after that, the COVID restrictions and everything. So I haven't been there since 2019, and I'm going back this time after 7 years absence. I'm looking forward to that. That's a big fun. Great guys, a lot of nice, great guys up there. You know, get to meet a lot of war game designers and war game players, and pick up a lot of info. There's also an area that's in another part of just off of the main hallway or in the main hallway where people can play games other than war games if they want to play them. PC gaming will continue over there on the USAF, the retired USAF gamer channel. The music will still continue over the week, at least the weekly ones on the music and the Spins and Sounds of a Bill channel. Okay, more games, sports games that I'm looking at that are on the list to be played in July. I don't know how many of them will get done. We got Status Pro Basketball, the second game in that championship series that should be coming out pretty soon. 49 Highlight Hockey, been having them for a while. Payoff Pitch Baseball, Replay Baseball, Dynasty League Baseball, and Fall Classic Baseball. In football, I'm not sure. I want to get a football game out this month, but I'm not sure which one. If I had to guess right now, it would probably be APBA or Second Season. One of the two will be the first one to come out this year. I do have a request by one of the members to do a Stratomatic football one this year, and I will do that. It is on my plans. Hopefully I can do it. I got to look at it a little bit better. All right. So, if you don't, I didn't know you had another channel. Yeah, Ron, I moved all of the PC, Xbox, and Steam games off of this channel. I don't know if it's going to be successful or not because and I moved it over, and it's on a channel that's now called the Retired USAF Gamer channel. Then I moved my music over, and that's one's got it's got 51 subscribers now. This all happened in the last few months, and it's called Music Spins and Sounds with Bill, and I put it, and that's over there. So if you can go over and hit them up and subscribe to them, I'd much appreciate it. I'll try to, if I can remember to put something in the description below as to the links for those channels. Let's see what I got going here. Hey, go USAF. All right. 20 years. Let's see if I can get a link to this. Yeah, some of the part of the channel is still being called the Old School Gamer too, which is kind of confusing to people. That's the link to the retired USAF gamer channel right there. It says add old school gamer. They said it was good that name would go away after. I'm going to go and try to change that name again because it didn't go away automatically. The old school gamer. I originally opened the channel up as old school gamer, but I found out that was really a crowded niche, and I wanted to get something a little bit more personal to me. And let's see what we got. Let me check this other one out here. Why am I not? There we go. Hit the right thing and you might be able to see it. Okay, if you're interested in music, albums and CDs and classic rock and all kinds of old type of stuff, this is the link to that one. All right, anybody, there they are right there. Go on, help these channels out, help them grow. Because I'm having a heck of a time. You know, and there's like the PC one. There are, if you go up on a channel and do a or YouTube and do a search for American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator, you see thousands and thousands and thousands of these guys. I can't get them to push it out to hardly anybody. I don't know what's wrong with that. Probably because I'm old and they want to see the guys that are really smart at the games. I'm not smart at the games. I've been a gamer for a long time, but I'm not a real good gamer, but I just have a lot of fun. Let's see what we got going. What was I talking about? I'm getting myself all distracted here. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate that. So it did come up. It just added USAF Gamer. Okay, cool. Just thank you very much. Joshua, how you doing? Long time no see, I think. I don't remember who was on last time. What do you got going on for gaming right now? Anything? I just listed off all the stuff I had going, what I was going to do in July, but I'm open for, people bring up some. It came up as USAF Gamer. Thank you, Ron. All right, so let's talk about some of my pro teams that I like. The Detroit Tigers, as of Thursday now, they're 34 and 47. I don't know what they did between Thursday and today, but they just lost again today. It was on the TV just a little while ago. So they're down. I don't know what they're as of Thursday. They were 8 games out in the Central and 5 games out of the wild card. They made a little bit of a push. All right, Mike. Thank you very much. Those channels need all the help they get to see if YouTube can start pushing them out a little bit better. Who's who we got here? Evening all. Phoenix is on. Just resting a bit for going back to sorting some season ticket seasons. Which ones did you pick up? What seasons? So I was saying about the Tigers, they made a little bit of a push, and is there going to be a lockout? I personally think there is going to be another lockout in baseball to ruin the season this year. And then as far as the Tigers go, Derek Skubal is a good pitcher. He won the Cy Young 2 years in a row. He's been injured a little bit this year, but he's going to be unrestricted next year. I think that Detroit should just trade him and get as much as they can for him. Briefly mentioned that I was trying to relearn the 70s game data boxing, and I have. Also started an APBA baseball Bo Sox 46 season replay. All right, Joshua, way to go. Full season replays. I've been swapping out my inside pitch seasons. I finished 88 earlier. I have 67 I'm working, and I'm was still 92 in 2005 to get to it for sorting. Well, I think we've talked about that before. I've stayed away from inside pitch. I have their football, their hockey, and their basketball game. I like those, but inside pitch just scared me watching it. Just watching the videos scared me away. So I was the Tigers. All right, no playoffs. They're going to play school ball, trade school ball. The Buffalo Bills, the new stadium looks great and it's set to open. I don't know. I have no information on the team right now. I just did see the news that they're not going to put O.J. Simpson on the wall, the Hall of Fame wall in the Buffalo Stadium no more. I'm not going to discuss that. I have some feelings about that, but so do a lot of people. So better let that one go. And then the Boston Celtics, they missed out trying to get the big Giannis trade from Milwaukee, and so they're just looks like they're shopping Jaylen Brown around. I don't know how well that's going to set with everybody and with Jaylen himself. They did get a nice 6'9" guy, Chris Senek Jr., a forward out of Houston in the first round of the draft this year. But that was pretty cool. Then my Buffalo Sabres. What a crazy time. I've been a Buffalo Sabres fan since they were in existence. I don't ever remember any GM making as many moves as this current GM. And this was his first time as he did trading in the last 2 weeks up through all the way to the draft this week. Crazy. And he did well. I think he did really, really well. Even ESPN and all of them are giving him high credits for what he brought in and how he managed to do it and everything. So pretty cool stuff. We'll see, though. Maybe going to be a lot of good teams in hockey next year. I'm still reading The Whole Truth by David Baldacci. I'm almost done with that one. I want to see good Tigers action. I'm sure you'll be looking to follow my 1981 replay. All right, right. That Phoenix has got an 81 replay going. Then I picked up a book that was recommended by one of our fellow subscribers called Plum Island by an author I haven't read before. It's Nelson DeMille. So I'm going to check. That'll be my next one. TV, I only got 2 series going right now, Fringe and Breaking Bad. Replaying, they're both in season 3, the Warrior Watches. Board games on the list. I got my on the order list down to 7. Like I say, I did bring in VSU Golf this week from Vegas. And Archie's War and 5D20 football. Music, still doing them. Trips, did early in the month. I did that trip down to Los Angeles to the 2026 Xbox Fan Fest. What a great day that was. That was so much fun. And my grandson and I are being rewarded with free consoles in November. Then I went up to Vegas last week. Yeah, I guess you call it last week for the APBA Vegas Championship this June. I took the 1968 or 1969 Tigers down. I had fun, but I didn't do all that well. I started off, we played 8 games the first day. I started off 1-4, and I ended up the day 4-4. I said, well, I was looking at it. I said, well, if I go 3-1 tomorrow in the last 4 games, I might have a shot at the playoffs. Well, tomorrow came and I only went 1-3 instead of 3-1. So the number 7 did make the playoffs. My friend goes up there with me, AJ, made the playoffs, but then he lost in the first round of the playoffs. But the Phillies won it. Oh, do I have it down there? Yeah, the 78 Phillies beat the 74 A's in 13 innings in the championship game. Good stuff. Chris White puts on a good tournament. I don't know how many years I've been coming up there now. If I went and looked at my one trophy, I'd probably say it because I won a trophy the first year I was up there. And let's see. July coming up. July 13th, I'll be in Tempe for the Consim Expo. The tournament, that Expo actually runs from Saturday to Saturday. but I don't go up the first weekend. I go up on Monday. I stay Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I come home on Thursday. That's enough for me, but I really like that. I have been there since 2019, and I'm really looking forward to getting back there. Health-wise, I'm doing pretty good. Vegas was pretty crowded, and hopefully our party of four, nobody in our party of four gets sick. Let's see, today's Sunday, so got home Thursday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this is day 3. I'll be in the home. Medically, everything seems to be okay. I get my second shingle shot in this month, and other than that, nothing new happening with me, except my back really flared up when I was up in Vegas. I really suffered for a couple of days, but I've been suffering with a bad back since 1974 when I got my first spinal operation. So nothing new for me. I try real hard not to have that tie me up from doing life's things. Okay, that is the end of my report for today. Okay, we still got 3 people on. Bring up some subjects you guys want to talk about. You got any new games on order that you're anxiously waiting for? Let's see what I got on my games on order. I got 7 on order. Oh, and then another thing I did do. So I said every time, I think might have been the talking about this week. There was a lot of talk going on, and there was talk about the Blue Panther doing the reissue of Dawn of the Zeds, and I had edition 3. And so I says I wasn't sure I was going to get it, but I went and I looked at it, and I pre-ordered it too on the 14th, June 14th. So that's the newest one under the list. I see that I got a notification that North Africa 40 from GMT is charging, so that should be shipping pretty soon. I think the most that I'm most anxious about getting is the second edition upgrade kit for this war of mine. Paterna sounds fun. Any good? Oh, good for me. Yeah. Well, I've had 4 spinal surgeries over the years, and so I just keep pressing on. It's not going to go away, so it doesn't do me any good to just lay on the couch. When it's too bad, I'll lay down, or sit down for a little bit of a break. But probably one of the problems I had in Vegas with that tournament was sitting too much, because sitting's not good for your back. It's all the weight is pushed onto your lower spine. So that probably what flared it up. I've been home for a few days now, and only a little bit of a flare up. Nothing today. But this war of mine upgrade, I'm really looking forward to that. And I get that on the table. I really like that game. When I get that, I want to get Dawn of Madness. Once I get this upgrade all mixed in to settle right, get that back on the table. I'll show something on the video now, but that's a tough one. Mike just picked up Forbidden Island and Forbidden Sky. Okay, I know Forbidden Island because I have Forbidden Desert. Forbidden Island was the first one. I think that's not in this room anyway. It's in there with the regular games. I went to Dave in Connecticut last month, and many money fun things. Got to play season ticket baseball with Clay, the inventor. Cool. And now I bought 2004. I have several different seasons with season ticket. Not a lot. Let me see if I can bring it up here and see what I do have for season. Let me get this off of this page here. Okay. Why am I not finding this easy today? Yeah. It's giving me a hard time right now. Oh, here we go. I think I got it coming now. Season ticket. Let me see. Season ticket, I have the 55 season, which I have a tournament going on in that one. And then I have the 1975 Boston and Cincinnati team sets. That's all I have. I probably need to add some more to that one. Fall Classic Baseball, I only have 56 on, but I got that long project going on that one. Yeah, I like season ticket baseball. I have season ticket football, but I've never even started learning it. I should probably do that this year, but there's a lot of things I should probably do. Hey, Joshua, you live close to Connecticut? It's a little bit too far for me to travel to. Yeah, there's some good gaming conventions, board game conventions, and baseball conventions like Dave's back on the East Coast, and that's just too far for me to travel for something like that. Tempe's far enough. It's about 5.5 to 6 hour drive, but I stop every couple hours, stretch out. I have a friend that goes up there that goes up there and stays in the hotel, but goes around and does other things during the week instead. The person's not a war gamer. That's okay. It keeps me company on the road. No, Vancouver, originally from just made a trip home. Oh, and then the Indy 500. Oh, nice trip. You went home first and combined it. That's cool. I was going to say that's a long way to fly for a gaming convention. But if you're retired and you can do it, do it. Lo and behold, a lot of people can. Yeah, I was getting a little bit, went to that fan fest and was told that we're going to get that free console. I was getting a little bit nervous because they said that I got one email that says we're going to send you another email, but no later than the 19th. Well, it didn't come on the 19th. It did come yesterday, and it made me enter all my information for the free console, which is going to be it's the 25-year anniversary one they're putting out. That was a nice surprise. My grandson hasn't got the emails though. I'm a little concerned about that. So last night on this recent email I got at the end, it says, if you have any questions, use this email. And so I gave that to him because it had specific lettering capitalized. I figured they probably did that on purpose. So I gave it to them. Don't send them an email. They ain't going to want to have the bad publicity of not giving the people that we're told they were going to get a free one. All right, 7 people on. What do we got to talk about? Joshua, did you play anything besides season ticket at Dave's convention? Phoenix, were you at Dave's convention? I don't remember saying anything about that. Yeah, for 7 years, I captained this team called the Champions for Charity. And every once in a while, you might see it. It's called extra-life.org. It's a big organization that raises millions of dollars every year for children's hospitals. And how do they do it? By playing games. And on the first Saturday of every November, they have a 24-hour marathon worldwide. And I've done that. And then we took off 2020. We took 2025 off, and I'm in the process. I got some interest in process of putting the team back together for a run this year and doing another marathon, raising some money for the kids. It's really a great thing. If you've never seen anything about it, check it out. It's extralife.org. And then when I open up the team, I'll let you all know if you want to join the team, because you don't have to be here. You don't have to attend my marathon. If you can be part of the team, playing games and raising money is great. Let me see if I can get that up for you. Okay, here comes the link for that company. Showed off out of box and played a cool soccer game with his inventor. A great young guy. Watched games, played games, met a couple of guys who work for Stratomatic. Super fun. That sounds like you have a lot of bit of fun. Soccer, I pass on that. I was never a soccer fan. Even when my one son played it in high school, I wasn't a fan. I went to the games, but I wasn't really excited about it. And I'm not excited in World Cup or any of this stuff that goes along with it, right? So I don't know. Probably missed out on some stuff, but that's just the way it was. Yeah, but so there's the link down there if you want to check out. Mike, I'm gonna write that down so I remember it, because I do have Al Wilson's Fast Drive Football, which I really did like. Fast inning baseball. Got it. Fast inning baseball with the facts from Al Wilson. I will definitely check it out. A lot of suggestions coming in over the last month for different things. Yeah, like I said, if you're looking for an easy to play golf game, check out VSU Golf by Chris White. Most people know him, and he's on Facebook on APBA Games and Envelopes. So pretty fun. It's a cool game engine. I'm enjoying the World Cup stuff though more because of it. Oh, I'll bet. Yeah, if I got playing the game and learn more about soccer, I would enjoy the World Cup too. But I'm just never got into it. So I'm trying to see what my notes are here. Wow. AK SoCal, how do you know about my brother Dave? Do I know you personally? Oh, hi Wes. How are you doing? Glad to hear from you. My brother Dave passed away. All right, I don't want to talk anymore about it on the channel. Any plans to stream Bleeding Kansas? Well, I'm going to write that down there, and I'll take a look at it. I can't remember how well it played solo. I played it solo, and I also played it with another person. So I'll take a look at that, J2. Thanks for the invite or the recommendation. We'll definitely looking at it. Hi Jeff, how you doing? Glad to see you stopping by for a little bit. We got about 9 people on. What do you want to talk about? Got any new games, new books, anything like that? I don't know if it was you that recommended me to pick up the Plum Island book by that author, but I did. It's on the next one as soon as I finish the one I'm currently reading. Working on getting Panzer on the table. Yeah, I figured that was you that recommended that. I'll get into it. I probably will enjoy it. So I picked it up, checked it out after your recommendation, picked it up. It's probably going to get started probably sometime this coming week because I'm almost done with the whole truth that I'm reading right now. Panzer. Which one of the Panzer games is that, Jeff? Okay. All right, we've got 10 people out there watching. This is a question and answer segment. I already give the report for the month for the channel, so you can go back and look at that if you wanted to see anything in particular. And the first Panzer, okay. And finally, if you you have something you want to ask me right now, that's fine, or a subject you want to bring up to talk about, put it in remarks and we'll chat about it. So we got finally started reading Wheel of Time book 1, a 17 book series. Really enjoying fantasy. Wheel of Time. Is that the name of the series? Look that one up too. 17 book series. Yes, all right. Thanks, Mike. That's the name of the series too. I will be looking that up. Something to do tonight. Are you guys? Oh yeah, we're still on. I thought I just knocked this off the air there. I can see we're still at 8. Okay, cool. I don't know what I hit to do that. Yeah, I'll probably play a little bit more of the VSU golf. I got a, a Augusta tournament I started earlier this morning, and I'm going to do it like in two. I picked out 6 sets of 4 golfers each, and when they get done with their 18 holes, the winner of each of the groups will advance, and then the next 6 highest will advance. Then I have enough for another whole set of that, and I'll do the same thing with them eventually, and then the 12 and the 12 will get together and do their thing too. So looks like fun. Seems like fun, and it's pretty easy game to learn. Okay. Oh, we're at 50 minutes already. Coming up on that witching 1 hour that I like to try to get off at, because some of the other creators come on at that 5 o'clock, and people want to go over and watch their channels too. So that's why I moved mine. I used to be 4, and then now I moved it to 3. I just want to send a round of thanks out to those that came on board tonight: Ron McGrath, Penny Cruz, Aaron McGrath, Penny Cruz, Joshua Hauser, Mike Lammer, Phoenix Knight, AK SoCal, Jeff Edwards. Thank all you people come on board tonight. That's kind of neat. Have that many. We had 10 on at one time that I tied on my end of the month reports. That's pretty cool. Please mark your calendars for the 12th of July at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Talking About 30. You can bring up any subjects you want. The only things I won't discuss are politics and religion. Okay. Anybody got anything they want to talk about? J2 Wilson, I forgot all about that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intentionally ignore saying thank you to you. You've been a long-time supporter. Yeah, flew right by it. I see it where you asked me about Bleeding Kansas. I see it now. You got to remind the old man sometimes, keep me straight. Okay, guys, I'm waiting about 2 more minutes. If nobody has anything they want to bring up or discuss, we will shut her down for this Sunday and this month and start moving on, getting ready to enter into July. So I'm more than willing to stay on board if anybody's got anything they want to talk about. Fun visit. Thanks for the chat. Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you for the information. Mike, thank you very much. Really enjoyed it. You guys that went over to my other channels and subscribed today, that's really cool. They need some help with those things. But I moved them all off of this channel so that there was enough stuff on here with the board games and multiplayer games and all of that try to get some more recognition over there. Not working that well, but we'll see how it turns out. I did it once before and then canceled them and brought them back, but I'm not going to do that this time. Okay, everybody. You have a nice Sunday evening. Thank you very much for stopping by. SoCal Saber saying take care of yourselves out there. Be kind to each other. Stay safe.